Yo, help me out here. Where's this death metal dude? Bad answer. It's game time.
What an entrance to go in on! Hey guys, it's G3P here and I'm ready for my next LP. No more heroes. Heroes Paradise. So without further ado, let's get our beam katana ready for the massacre which will unfold. But I'm actually going to play the tutorial because I got a few explanations to do for this LP, as with any LP. So, little bit of backstory. I have indeed played No More Heroes before, but this is where it gets interesting. I've only played the Wii version, and as you can probably guess, this is the PS3 version. So, I'm not going to be completely in the dark, but I'm not going to be completely knowing what's new and what's different and what's changed and whatnot. I got a vague idea, but it should be interesting. So if we start out here, if we just use our triangle button, we do simple slashes, and once the enemy's life runs low, we will go into death blow mode. One of the standards of the No More Heroes series. So if we press R3 and move the right stick in the direction of where the arrow shows, succeed, and you'll strike a finishing blow to the enemy. A successful death blow will cause the slots at the bottom of the screen to spin. And if the slots line up, you will get various special attacks in the stock. Press the R2 and circle button to unleash the stocked up special attacks. That's actually a change to the original. In the original Wii version, it activated immediately. There were no stocks. That's actually the first balance change that they did to this game. Instead of having your special attack happen immediately and sometimes being practically useless because you killed all enemies, you can actually save them for later, and you can have up to, I believe, 3 special attacks. And there's plenty of different special attacks in this game, so just be looking forward to that. Anyway, the gauge on the right side of the screen is the beam katana's battery power. Each attack made with the beam katana will drain some of the battery. You will not be able to use the beam katana once the batteries run out. Now, recharge your beam katana. Press the R1 button to go into charging mode. And I'm going to show probably the least subtle innuendo in any video game ever with this recharge animation. Swing the wireless controller to recharge the beam katana. Oh god. Swing the wireless controller and totally recharge the beam katana. So just look at this. What is that? I mean, come on, Travis. Have at least a little bit of class, man. Anyway, continue the tutorial. Let's go. Oh man, if you're expecting subtlety with this game, then you'll be severely disappointed. Anyway, press the L2 button to lock onto enemies. Locking on will allow you to move around in relation to that enemy. If you are attacked while locked on, you will block the attack. On sweet difficulty, you will auto block when standing still. Try blocking an enemy attack. Well, that doesn't matter to me because I'm playing on mild difficulty, so I will actually have to time my blocks with precision. When stopped, you will automatically put up your guard. Please guard against the enemy attacks. So okay, so just hold the L2 button and you guard attacks. Pretty simple. Emergency evade! Hold the L2 button and move to right stick, left, right, or down to perform an emergency evade. Enemy attacks cannot hit you during an emergency evade. Use the right stick to perform an emergency evade. Okay, so pretty simple. We got our dodge rolls. Let's continue with the tutorial once more. Weapon Clash, another staple of the No More Heroes series. If Travis's sword attack and an enemy attack each other, a weapon clash will occur. Win a weapon clash and you will enter death blow mode. Attack with a slash attack. Okay, if we go right here, this is a weapon clash. Rotate the right stick in the direction shown on screen. And I believe it's clockwise. Yep, I was correct. And it won't let me go into death blow mode. Oh, come on, game! I got a weak enemy right in front of me. He's practically begging to get his head chopped off. Win a weapon clash and you enter death blow mode. Press R3 within the time limit, and then move the right stick in the direction arrow shows. Yeah, blah blah blah. We've done that already. Yeah, there we go. Ah, this game doesn't fail me. Down attack. Press R2 and the square button at the the R2 button and square button will appear when close to a downed enemy. Press R2 and the square button to perform a down attack. Perform a down attack on the enemy. Pretty simple finishing move, but still extremely effective. A high slash can damage an enemy guarding low. Press triangle button to perform a high slash. Use high attacks to take out all the enemies. Okay, pretty simple instructions right here. Oh, okay game, I didn't actually take the enemies out, but, you know, if you really wanted to say that I did it. But hey, who am I to judge? Okay, pretty simple. Slash all these enemies. Beautiful. Slicing high and low. The beam katana can swan either high or low. Press square button to perform a low slash. Some enemies will guard against Travis's beam katana. A low slash can damage an enemy guarding high. Use low attacks to hit enemies guarding high. So yes, basically enemies have a variety of different attacks, and as you can see, the low attack is actually a lot slower than the standard high slash, so that's also another thing to keep in mind when choosing which attacks to attack what enemy. So basically mix up your attacks and you should be fine. Continue the tutorial? Well, we've made it this far, so might as well. Beat attacks. Press the circle button to perform a beat attack. Beat attacks will break an enemy's guard. Beat attacks also have high and low versions. A high beat attack can be performed by pressing the circle button. A low beat attack can be performed by pressing the X button. Hit an enemy guarding high with a high beat attack to stun them. In the same way. Hit an enemy guarding low with a low beat attack to stun them. Hit a guarding enemy with a beat attack to stun them. God, this enemy... The enemy will be stunned. Yes, thank you, tutorial. You seem to be repeating yourself a little bit. I mean, Jesus, how many times can you mention the word sun? Sun? Yeah, stun in the same sentence. But anyway, the enemy is now stunned. Jesus! I know already! It's totally defenseless. You can then follow up with a beam katana attack. Wipe out the remaining enemies. And there's also another maneuver that you can do, but it's not going to tell us what that maneuver is yet. So what's next? Throws. Ah, here we go. First, stun an enemy. Okay, simple enough. Once an enemy is stunned, press the R2 button again to grab them. You can grab enemies. Please grab the enemy. Okay, that seems weirdly translated. Translated? Jesus. My entire speech is really badly translated, apparently. But anyway, when you successfully grab an enemy, two icons will be displayed at the top of the screen, like this. The right icon shows you what to do with the right stick. The left icon shows you what to do with the left stick. Hold the L3 and R3 buttons, and simultaneously follow what both icons say to do. Throw an enemy. So basically, Travis is actually way into wrestling, so he's able to use wrestling moves on his enemies, and those are the types of grabs that he can use. So what more have we got to learn? There can't be that much more, right? Charge beam attacks. Hold down the circle or X button to charge up your attack. When you have charged your attack to the max, you will unleash a charged beat attack. If a charged beat attack hits an enemy, it will automatically be stunned. Attack an enemy with a charged attack. Okay, here we go, simple enough, there we go. And it's actually pretty fast, so it could be pretty useful. But anyway, let's grab this enemy, if it will actually let me, and there we go, Brainbuster! I believe actually this is This is actually the first time that you actually see what wrestling moves that you use against said enemies, so that's actually kind of interesting. Because in the Wii version, I don't believe it said what moves that you used on enemies when you did the grabs. But anyway, all enemies defeated. Continue the tutorial? Oh jeez. Charge slash. Hold down the circle, triangle or square button, now I'm mixing up my shapes, as well as my words, to build up power with the beam katana. Release the button at the right time, to perform a charge slash. The strength of the charge slash depends on how long you charge it. This attack can also hit multiple enemies at once. This makes it useful when surrounded by enemies. There are high and low charge slashes. A high charge slash can be performed by holding and releasing the triangle button. A low charge slash can be performed by holding and releasing the square button. A high charge slash is strong and requires shorter charge time, but it has narrower range. A low charge slash has broader range, but it's not as strong or high charge slash and requires longer charge time. You can also move while charging up high and low charged attacks. Try attacking enemies with the charge attacks. Will do, Mr. Tutorial, so let's do it! Yeah! Straight up chop that guy in half, and then let's try the low attack, and as you can see, it's very, very nice and effective, but it uses up a lot of your beam katana's battery power, so it maybe not be the best idea to use them all the time. Anyway, let's defeat these last few enemies. And there we go! This is the end of the tutorial. Jesus, finally, man. Let's go slash up some dudes. So hopefully, I believe if you actually do the tutorial, all of the money that you collect from the enemies, I believe that I believe that you get to keep it. Yeah, it seems like you do. So if you want to just get a few extra cash before the actual game, then that might be an effective way to do so. But anyway, straight away we have to go and take on the 10th ranked assassin in the UFC because if you saw the intro you'll know the backstory, but if you didn't see the intro then you won't know the backstory, so I recommend watching the intro. But basically we gotta climb our way to the top and bang the chick that we wanna bang. Seems as good as a reason as any. So let's make our way through this very fancy mansion right here. I have to say, this guy is living in class. Got some enemies right here, but they shouldn't be too tricky. I mean, Jesus, look at these guys, they're chumps. And one thing that I should actually make note of with the blood on the screen is that, this game is actually uncensored, as you can probably tell with the blood and the chopping people in half, but actually with the PAL version, with the Wii version, it was actually extremely censored. To the point where enemies didn't even get chopped in half. It was actually kind of ridiculous. I believe the American version was actually kept uncensored, so this is actually the first time that this game was uncensored for the European market, which I don't know, I found kind of funny. I don't know why, for a game as silly as an idea as No More Heroes, and this was the game that got censored above all others, it seemed kind of silly to me. But hey, I still enjoyed it anyhow, so I am super looking forward to seeing it in its HD glory right now. So let's see. There are a few other tutorial things that I could go over very quickly, like I believe if we look at here, any treasure chests that you can see with a blue swirl around it actually has battery power, and any pink swirling treasure chests like that have pink power. And I also picked up a trading cards. They don't actually have that much use, they're just literally for collectible purposes, but it's still pretty cool anyhow. And of course you can mix up your high and low attacks in combos for mix up potential, so that is also very nice to make note of. So, use all your skills to your advantage basically. And also the other thing that I could say with combat, if you can get used to it very quickly, I mean I've already played this game before, so I am kind of used to the combat mechanics already, but if you can get enemies lined up together and get a death blow attack, you can sometimes take out multiple enemies at once, which makes you feel so good, as well as it just looking awesome and being extremely helpful as well. But anyway, very quickly, I'm just going to recharge my battery, might as well, and also get some extra cash while I'm at it. Gotta make them paper. And I can't believe I just said that, I am so sorry. Anyway. This game is goofy and it's gonna make me so goofy. Just you wait. Let's see, let's make our way back through the mansion and oh-ho, buddies! You tried to get the jump on me, but it was I who got the jump on you! Because beam katanas. And there we go, we got a stock already. So once I'm ready to use it, I think it's R2 and circle, I think it said. I'm still getting used to the mechanic that I actually have to you know what, I'm going to use it right now. But yeah. And we did go super fast. So it's R2 and circle. I got that memorized now, so there we go. Just a very simple one to start off with. You just go super fast, and that's all you really need. So I guess with most of his bodyguards dead, I guess Death Metal is ready to take on our challenge. So let's see if we could give him a personal greeting of ours. Let's see, any treasure chests? Nope. Don't need any health, so I'm just going to ignore that, but I would like some cash dollar money, sir. Man, I love the most video game effect ever, where their money just, like, flies out of their bodies and into, like into my pocket, basically. I don't know why. That's the most video game thing ever. And it's glorious. And I also appreciate that these enemies are basically cannon fodder in order to learn combat mechanics. That's also a nice touch. And oh god! Jesus, didn't notice that a tough guy appeared. Okay, let's see if we can take him out. And also, one thing now, I was actually going to say that I was going to show it later, but I guess I did it there, and that was a shadow step. Is that you got the emergency evade, which is locking on and using the R stick to roll, but if you also lock on and as they attack, swipe the left stick left or right as they attack, you can do a shadow step, which is what I just did right there. So basically time slows down and you do a bunch of slashes before they can react to you, so that is a very useful effect. So let's see if I can do it again. It's pretty simple, if you just wait for them to attack. Come on, attack me, buddy. Come on, I'm actually offering it to you. There we go. Yeah! Oh, and it looks so cool. Oh, I love character action games that let you do that. Another one that comes to mind, and another Suda51 game, since this game was developed by Suda51, is Killer is Dead, which had the best version of the shadow step I could ever possibly hope for. But hey, that's another game I would like to get to eventually. Hint hint. Okay, these guys aren't so tough, so it's actually not too bad. And I'm also getting used to the controller controls, because on the Wii version you had to use the Wii remote, even though you still press the A button to attack, which was actually kind of awkward in all honesty. But hey, it was still fun, and oh! There we go! And we still got this guy. Hey, buddy, don't interrupt me while I'm trying to attack you. That's just rude! And I'm not a hypocrite by cutting you in half while saying that. Okay, there we go. Just get my battery up before I take on these dudes. What if I could get a sneak attack? Okay, guess no sneak attack for me. Take down that guy, and I feel like... You know what? I feel like throwing you. Come on. Stun. There we go. Brain Buster! And finish him! And hey, we got a treasure chest over here, and excuse me, game. Yes, I would like to continue, but I would also like to get said treasure chest over here, because it has a trading card in it. So I am going to attempt to go for all of the trading cards in this game and all of the other collectibles, because hint hint, there are other collectibles in this game. Okay, let's see if I get Shadow Step. Yeah, there we go. And another one. Come on. Okay, that was an unblockable attack. Anytime an enemy glows red like that, it means they're about to do an unblockable attack. So best to get out of the way. And hey, another stock. Always very much appreciated. And trading card number 4. And we got some enemies over here, so let's take them out. Oh ho! You got a gun, good sir. So I can block bullets because logic. But I have to be careful because it does actually use up some battery power, so that is another thing to make note of, that the fact that blocking also consumes battery power, and that guy was just super unlucky coming in at that time. Oh man, he was so hopeful. He was so hoping that I was going to that he was going to get the jump on me and he was going to make his co-workers so proud, but nope. And also, if you block at the right time, I believe, and I'm doing very terrible at it, and I don't wish to die by doing it. Yeah, it's not working. But I think I did it by accident a bit earlier. There we go, I just did it! You can actually reflect bullets right back at the enemy. Which is quite hard to master, but if you can do it, then it should be extremely effective in breaking enemies' guards. Man, I love how this game is like split up into segments, because obviously, as you can probably guess, this was a pretty budget game, give or take, so they had to split the levels into segments, but I love how you got this super video game explanation point for going to the next area. There are just so many homages in this game, and just the pixel style that it sometimes uses is one of them. Jesus Christ, this place just keeps on getting fancier and fancier as you keep on going forward. Hello?
Hey Travis, your ranked 5 begins just up ahead. Win, and you will be 10th. Lose, and hell awaits. Are you up to this? Need a bathroom break? Whatever you need to do it now. Your opponent, some call him the Holy Sword. He is good, but I know you can take him. You are the man. I am the tiger. He only looks tough because his mother was an ugly bitch. Take it to the red zone. Assassin's Way at full throttle. Unleash your power. Show no mercy. Bring me death metal sets. Enter when you are prepared to fight. I believe in you and your force. Now, off to the Garden of Madness.
Damn, Sylvia, you were super into that pep talk, weren't you? But hey, good to know that you got my back. So, the Holy Sword, eh? Well, I guess I'll just have to corrupt that so-called sword, huh? That sounds like a good idea. And Travis, Travis, can you please hit the thank you trading card? Oh man. So if we make our way over here before we head in, what's this? A luchador mask? Hey Travis, do you remember those golden days in Calgary? The path of pro wrestling that you have long forgotten? If even a fragment of spirit remains in the wrestling blood remains in your blood. Remember the first suplex that your master taught you. Yes, that's right, the darkness piercing front neck chantry drop MS. You remembered an old professional wrestling move. And this is pretty much how we get all of our different grabs in the game. We get them from random masks dropped by our old master, and we also get them in another way. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So, this is our save point right here before we enter the ranking match. Every ranking match has a save point before it, so You might be thinking, so what does he do to save? I mean, in Yakuza, you had the telephone box and you made a call. And in various other games, you have various ways of doing it. So, you know, how does No More Heroes save? Well, as that phone call said before, we save by taking a little rest and taking a bathroom break. Yeah, remember when I said this game is kind of off the wall in some ways? Yeah, but that's the reason why I love it. Let us create a save right here, and then we'll make our way to our first ranking match. Have you relieved yourself, Travis? Good, let's go. Goddamn, we were sitting on a goddamn solid gold toilet. That's how classy this place is. So, I normally cut out saving because it's just, like, you know, it's not really important to the game. But I'm actually tempted to keep in the saving just to see all the different types of, like, toilets that Travis can find throughout his entire journey. It's just so goofy and, like, silly. So who knows? I might keep them in, I might not. But one thing's for sure. It's time for our first ranking match, so let's go.
Quite beautiful, wouldn't you say? Paid for with the lives of many. When you have the strength to take life for yourself, that is true wealth. I am free of desire. So long as I have this scenery to look upon, I need nothing more. Please leave me be.
You're the one leaving. In a body bag.
I'll only say this once more. Leave here now!
Huh. Me leave? You obviously don't know me.
You don't get it, do you?
Hey, you know what paradise is, right?
Paradise?
This is paradise. The place where dreams are fulfilled. Well, you've had your dream, old man. Time to wake up.
This is no paradise.
All right. Then what is it?
A place to die.
Huh. I'm glad you and I are on the same page here.
So naive. You have no idea, do you? What a pity. You make an old man cry. Arrogant, crude little shits like you come around from time to time. Listen well, young one. The wall is high, higher than you will ever know. Ultimate sacrifice is sublime. Now draw.
Huh. You can take that to your grave.
Well, obviously someone's got this little bit wrong because this is, of course this is Paradise. It's the name of the game on the front cover, duh, and someone looks like he's been taking lessons from Cloud Strife. So yes, the first boss battle is against Death Metal, and he is pretty simple. He's a pretty good first boss fight in order to learn your controls, like, effectively against him, and he's also hard enough where he isn't a total pushover. So the Shadow Step is extremely effective against him. As well as this new move, the front net chancery drop, which we got as from our old master. Oh man. Okay, dodge those moves and just slash him up, and we've already got him at quarter health. So yeah. Basically, this is pretty much the entire game. So basically, you go for, or well, not entirely actually, that's a lie, but there's some other parts. But it's pretty much this. Go through a stage to get to the ranking match and take on an awesome boss. I like it. I mean, I will go into what I like more about this game as it goes on. But right now, with its core mechanics, they're pretty much set, other than a few other ones, which will happen after this. This is pretty much it, and this is pretty much all you need. But he will shake it up, as you can see right here. He's got a few clones that are at his disposal, which doesn't really make sense when you really think about it, but it doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to look cool. And if we go weapon clash, we can death blow! Okay, we should probably take care of his double gangers, which I believe is this one right here. Yep, looks simple enough. Let's go! Ah, damn it. I'm sorry, Travis, I know I'm interrupting your grand monologue, but, you know, we are kind of in the middle of a fight, so it's kind of hard to do so. While still trying to fight! No! Yeah, there we go! I'm actually not entirely sure how that will appear on the audio, so I'm hoping that the spinning up the sticks doesn't sound too distracting, but who knows. But this one's pretty low, so let's see if we can take him down, and there we go! Now we just got the original left. It's running away, so this gives me a chance to recharge my katana. And let's go in. You know what, old man? It truly is a beautiful scenery. Too bad I'm gonna have to stain it with your blood. No, or my blood, if I keep on continuing poorly with my weapon clashes. Okay, let's see if we can stun him. Yeah, there we go, right there. And my god, those wrestling moves are so good to pull off. Here we go! Okay, he seems to be going nuts over there, so if I just keep my distance, then... Oh, that's extremely effective, that's an extremely effective, strategy. Just keeping your distance. Anyway. Okay, got a block. I can't let my guard down, even among the lowest of the ranks. Because he's still pretty high. There we go! Do a few more attacks! Just keep on going the offensive.
This will be interesting.
And take him down!
Still don't get it too.
So close to death. Keep on shadow stepping. Keep on using my moves. To the fullest. And you know what? Even though I'm still pretty high in health, I'm just gonna get this just for the hell of it because he's so low. And I can. Simply put, there we go. Up to 61 hits. Go on, one more weapon clash and they should be dead. Or I'm dead. Oh man, it's actually much harder to do the weapon clash system with a control stick rather than a Wii remote, as weird as that sounds. But still, Death Metal is defeated!
Extraordinary. The moment I've been waiting for. The name Holy Sword is now yours.
You're joking, right? I don't care about titles or power. I just want to be #1.
Then master the ways of the assassin.
Here's your ticket to paradise, old man.
All in a day's work. Well, with that down, looks like we got a treasure chest waiting for us. So how about we... Oh my... Oh my goodness. Travis, please! It's so easy! There we go. So after every ranking match, in a similar way, in a similar vein as Zelda and... Well, Zelda,
Sweet.
we get a heart container and a maximum vitality increased. Yo, Sylvia, what did you think of my victory? It was pretty cool, huh? Okay, fine. I'll continue the mission. Fucking.
Nice kill, Travis. I didn't think you had it in you. It was rather exciting. Congratulations. You are now ranked 10th.
10th, huh? What? Do I get anything?
How about some cash?
That should help you pay the bills.
I'm not feeling the sense of accomplishment that I should here. So I just gotta do this a few more times, right?
If you so choose, yes.
And you will keep your promise?
There is nothing the Association cannot do.
And if I refuse?
As the 10th ranked assassin, you are now a target for those who want to replace you. Anytime, anywhere. Number 11 could be right around the corner, ready to put a knife in your eye.
So what you're telling me is that I gotta continue fighting. There's no way out of this. You set me up, bitch.
Quit your bitching and get with the program. There's only one road out of here. No turning back.
Okay, how about this? If I become number 1, will you do it with me?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Come on, just once.
Well, that's one way for asking no reward, Travis. Oh man, he's a pretty forward guy. What can you say? And with that, we get our ranking list, which is actually really cool because it looks very similar to something like Galaga or Space Invaders. And like I said, this game just knows how to homage to the old video games of Yonder and beyond. I'm gonna pretend that made sense.
Am I ready? Anytime. Gotcha. Moe.
Oh, Travis, you and your anime slang references that no one other than video game culture and anime culture would get. That's why I love you, buddy. Okay, so basically, this is our hub room that we get, which is basically a room in a oh god, what are they called? Motel? Is it a motel? I think it's a motel. So basically, very quick rundown, we got our bedroom, which has the closet where we can change clothes, if we actually own clothes. I believe we only have our default attire, which is completely fine. Look at that t-shirt. Oh well, we actually have a few t-shirts to choose from, which is pretty cool. And also, nice little detail is the fact that the writing in the mirror is actually backwards, because that's how it will be when looking in the mirror. That is actually a nice detail. I'm not sure if that was in the Wii version of the game, but hey, still looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna switch to this t-shirt because I can. Let's see, have we got any other jackets that we can choose from? Nope, we just got our standard red jacket, but that's fine because red jackets are the best jackets. Just ask Dante, he knows. So let's just keep with our let's just change our t-shirt for now. Jesus, can't get my words out today. Also, we got the drawer. And in our drawer, we have our weapon selection. Right now, we only have the Bloodberry, which is the very first beam katana that we can have. But as you could probably guess, we get other weapons along the way. But no, you know what? No, we just have that one closet, we just have that one drawer for that one weapon the entirety of the game. What are you, crazy? But anyway, we also got a map, which is a map of Santa Destroy. Which is actually because this game actually has an open world element to it. It's actually one of the lesser elements to this game, but I will go into that as I actually enter the open world. But we will do that at another time. And we also got mission results, where we can look over our mission results for doing missions, main story missions in the game. Or, sorry, not main story missions, sub-missions in the game. God. I'm mixing up all of the things. I'm mixing up all of the things today. And we also got our telephone, where we can see if we get any messages. And right now,
there are no messages.
We got Jack. Anyway. So if we make our way to the living room, we got the toilet where we could save. I'm not going to bother showing that. We got the TV, which I'll actually show in a second. We got the fridge, where you can actually recover all of your health. And we're at full health, so that was completely pointless. He just slams that fridge shut. We got Jean, which is our cat right here.
Meow.
Ah, cute little kitty. Which I don't know if it actually serves any purpose. Not entirely sure, to be honest. I guess not. That's actually an element of No More Heroes I do not remember. Jean might have a purpose, not entirely sure. We got our card collection, which is all of the Luchador cards that we have collected. And there are quite a few to collect, so I will be attempting to get every single one in the game. Keyword being attempt. And we also got the armchair, which is where we're sitting right now. Which is where we can either have a dream or nightmare. And I will actually go into that later, because that is a new element in No More Heroes 2. No More Heroes 1, sorry, Heroes Paradise. And finally, the element that I skipped over, the TV. So, this is where you actually watch cutscenes and videos and like promotional materials for the game, and this actually got a massive overhaul from the first game on the Wii, because for people who don't know, the original game when it came over to Europe and America was published by Ubisoft. This game is published by Konami. And originally, there was a music video in here called the Genki Rockets, which was a music video for their song. I can't remember if it was the band called Genki Rockets or if it was the actual song called Genki Rockets, and it was a music video attached to it with the song. And it was a staple song played in No More Heroes. As well as in the shops, which I'm not entirely sure if they will be in the shops in this game, but that's one thing to check out. So, considering the lack of music video found right here, I think while ending off this first episode, I'm going to treat you guys. I'm going to end this episode off, but I'm also going to end it off with the Genki Rockets music video that was found within the Wii version of the game. So, I hope you enjoyed this first episode as you join me in my adventure with climbing the ranks, killing assassins, hitmen, and all kinds of other evil monsters and various creatures. And I'll hopefully see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then.
Let's get away, fly away. I'm feeling raindrops on my face. Sun shines through the clouds, yeah. Rainbow all around us. I spread my wings, fly.